everyone, welcome back to my in-depth review of the new Necron Codex. As always, my name is Jay, and this video I will be going over the fast attack choices. And as I should have mentioned in my previous videos, I will be going over the formations in the final video and discussing the benefits of each formation in the Codex, because basically the new detachment, as I mentioned, is a summation of formations. It's kind of interesting. So the fast attacks, much like the other section, slight point changes. Most things got cheaper or stayed the same or close. Wraiths got slightly more expensive. Basically, that's it. There's not much in fast attack choices anyway. There's only 4 choices. Technically, the Knights, I think, Ghost Dark are also in the fast attack choices, but I've already gone through them, over them in previous videos. So go check out those ones first. So we'll start off with the Canatech Wraiths. They did go up in cost. They went up by 5 points each. They used to be 35 points each, now they're 40 points each, up to 120 points for 3. Versus, I think they were 40 points for 1, and then you could get up to many as one. They're still fearless, rending, very bulky. Weapon skill was skill 4, strength 6. They now increased in toughness. Now they're toughness 5. They used to be toughness 4. 2 wounds, initiative 2, 3 attacks, initiative 10. They also, as I said, they're rending, 3 up invulnerable saves. And when moving, they're not slowed by... They move over all other models and terrain as if they were moving through wide open ground. So, pretty good stuff there. However, they cannot end their move on top of other models. You include up to 3 additional Canatech Wraiths for 40 points each. And they can take whip coils, particle casters, transdimensional beamers. The big change is whip coils. Instead of... What they basically did with Tyranids... they did it here, so instead of decreasing your opponent's initiative to 1, it now increases your initiative by 3. So now they go at 5 instead of making your opponent go at 1, which is unfortunate in some ways because going at 2 and forcing your opponent to go at 1, you're guaranteed to always go before your opponent. But now going at 5, your opponent can still go before you if they're at 6 or higher. So, but it's still not bad. I think it's if you want to take them for 3 points each, it's not very much. It's just a drop in the bucket compared to the points costs. And can potentially help them going at initiative 5. So up to you. Next we have Canatech Scarabs. Now Scarabs have changed drastically as well. They're much more streamlined, much more easy to use in this codex. They're 60 points for 3, so they're 20 points each now. They used to be 45 points, so once again they went up by 15 points, so 5 points a model, unfortunately. They're still fearless in swarms and they're beasts, but their entropic strike I think is actually better because it used to be like chipping off armor and possibly removing armor, but now it is just simply 6's auto wound if you're attacking a model and 6's auto glance if you're attacking a vehicle. Simple like gauze weapons in close combat. They still get tons of attacks, 4 attacks, 5 on the charge. So if you're attacking with 5 attacks, hitting on 3s and glancing on 6s, you're going to go through anything, really. 4 of them or 5 of them in a squad. You can take up to 9. It's slightly changed. They used to be able to take up to 10 in a squad. Now it's up to 9 in a squad for 20 points each for the additional ones. But yeah, their weapon skill was skill 2, strength toughness 3, 3 wounds, initiative 2, 4 attacks, leadership 10. So again, you put 5 in a squad, they get 25 attacks on the charge. That's like 17 hits. You're going to, that could potentially even take down a Land Raider if you get lucky. So, yeah, dropping the armor was cool too, but it was time consuming. And it took time, and then people had to remember the armor. So this is a much more streamlined version. I still think they're pretty solid. They're going to go through, and I guess auto wounding on 6 isn't bad because now they can auto wound those monstrous creatures that they couldn't before. They couldn't touch anything after a certain toughness, and now they can. So that's pretty sweet. They can go up against a Wraith Knight and actually wound it. So that's not bad. And up next, Tomb Blades. Now, Tomb Blades are actually required for the core formation for the Necron detachment. So you better take some Tomb Blades. I actually recommend maybe full squads of 10. Now I can take up squads of 10. 10 Tomb Blades in a squad. That is unbelievable. And their new points cost is 54 points for 3, so they are 18 points each. Yes, 18 points each. They used to be 20, so they went down by 2 points each. Not bad. For 54 points, you get 3 of them. Weapon skill was skill 4, strength 4, toughness 5, 1 wound, initiative 2, 1 attack, leadership 10, 4 up save. They come with a twin-linked gauze blaster, and they're jet bikes now. They're not they're jet bikes. I don't know if that's what they were before, but now they're jet bikes. That makes them fast. Really fast moving down the battlefield. And they can include up to 7 more for 18 points each. I think a squad of 10 would be hilarious and dangerous and hilarious. And you can replace their twin-linked Tesla, their Gauss Blaster with a twin-linked Tesla carbine for free. Or a particle beamer for 2 points each. Any model may take shield veins, which I recommend. It gives them a 3-up save as opposed to a 4. I think that'd be worth it and keeps them alive. Plus they have reanimation protocol, so it's pretty sweet. So 3-up save with a 4-up reanimation protocol will help keep these guys alive during a lot of shooting. And they can also take a Shadow Loom or a Nebuloscope. So pretty cool stuff. I think they're solid. I think that's actually that's probably my favorite fast attack option, and luckily it's the one required for the formation. But Camtech Racers still have it really good in close combat, as are Scarabs. And finally, Destroyers. Now I have Destroyers, and I'll be trying them out definitely in the near future in this new codex. They are Jetpack Infantry. They used to be, I believe, Jump. Now they're Jetpack, so that will change how they move and how they maneuver down the battlefield. They're going to be much slower. But they can move in the assault phase. So cool stuff there. They'll bounce back like Tau. And we have the so Destroyers, basically the same styling as before. They have Gauss Cannons, heavy Gauss Cannon for the heavy Destroyer. You can include up to 5 additional Necron Destroyers for 40 points each. They're 40 points now per model. No point change whatsoever. They used to be 40 points as well. And you can upgrade 1 Destroyer to a Heavy Destroyer for 10 points. They have Preferred Enemy, Reanimation Protocol, and very bulky. So the big change here is that they got changed from Jump Infantry to Jet Infantry. So they don't get to move their 12 inches, but they can use their jetpack to jump over things, and they can jump in the assault phase. Interesting stuff. And their formation is pretty nasty. I'll be going over that later. So that's it. That's the fast attack choices. I really hope you enjoyed this one. So the summation, Camtech Race are still pretty good. Their whip coils make them go at initiative 5, which is still pretty good. You know, they'll go before most things. Camtech Scarabs, auto wound on 6s, so they'll take down those Wraith Knights or do a lot of wounds on the Wraith Knights. And they auto glance on 6s too. Cool stuff. So they're basically the close combat version of the new Gauss weapons that are the same thing. Tomb Blades, required for the base formation, so if you want to take the formation, you gotta take Tomb Blades. I recommend a squad of 10, flying around the battlefield, killing everything. And I definitely recommend, for 2 points, the Shield Veins, because it brings them back up to the original points costs, and it gives them a 3-up armor save. You know, they're jet bikes, so they're going to be hilarious and jumping around the battlefield, you know, flying over everything. It's going to be fun. And Destroyers, again, they got changed too, but I think they're going to be good. If you liked them before, you're going to like them still. They're just a little slower, but they can move around and maneuver in the assault phase. And that's it. So thank you very much for watching this part of my in-depth review of the new Necron Codex. Stay tuned for the next one where we're becoming the heavy support choices, and it's going to be fun too. So stay tuned for the next part, and thank you very much for watching this one. Leave a comment in the comment section down below if you felt I missed anything or you want to add to the discussion. It's very much appreciated. And until next time, this is Jay saying, happy painting.